A very good morning to you all, my dear friends. Today we will continue our chapter Physical Features of India. Today we will discuss about Northern Plains and its division, Indian Desert and the Peninsular Plateau and the islands. So let's start from Northern Plains. Northern Plains are very fertile. Why these are very fertile? Because these are made up of fertile soil brought by the rivers from the mountains. The soil is very fertile. There is abundant of water supply and favorable climate. Because of that, agriculture is very much in northern plains, and it is northern plains are very important producer of agriculture products. Because of these facilities, there is densely the plains are densely populated. Moreover, there are very good employment opportunities. So about 50% of total population of India lives in these plains. So because of these things, the plains have great economic and social significance. Okay, now we will discuss about the division of the on the basis of relief. These are of four types. First is bhabbar. It is made up of pebbles lying along the foot of Shivalik, and this belt is about 8 to 16 kilometer in width. Second is Tarai, which is wet and marshy, and it has a thick forest and variety of wildlife. And third one is Bhangar. It is composed of old alluvium and it is very less fertile. And fourth is Khadar. It is made of new alluvium and it is more fertile as compared to Bhangar. Next is, now these were the northern plains. These are fertile, made up of river soil brought up by rivers. 50% people live here. There is favorable climate, proper water supply. So these are very good for people to live here. And we discuss about their divisions. Now we will discuss about the Indian desert. It lies on the west of Aravalli range and it occupies a major part of the state, which are the states of Rajasthan, and it also extends to Pakistan as the Thar desert. Soil here is sandy and the region is very dry and there is hardly any river. Only one river in Indian desert, which is Luni. So we discuss about the Indian desert, that there is very dry region and only one river is Luni. Land is sandy and so only sandy soil is found here. Area is Rajasthan and it extends to Sindh in Pakistan as the Thar desert. Now let's discuss about the peninsular plateau. First of all, it lies to the south of Great Plains and its shape is triangular. Peninsular plateau is divided into two parts by Narmada river. First is the Central Highland. Central Highland is made up of igneous and metamorphic rocks, and the main rivers of Central Highland are Chambal, Sindh and Betwa. Under the Central Highland areas are Malwa Plateau, the small plateau of Bundelkhand and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. These all are very important because these can be for 1 mark question and for 2 or 3 marks question also. And next is the Deccan Plateau. Its shape is triangular and it is higher in the west and it slopes gently eastward, and it is the largest unit in the plateau region. So we discuss about the peninsular plateau, which lies on the south of Great Plains, and it is divided into two parts, Central Highland and Deccan Plateau. Let's now discuss about islands. We all know on the south there are islands in Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. First is Lakshadweep Islands. It lies in the Malabar coast of Kerala in the Arabian Sea, and it is also composed of small corals islands, and it is small in size as compared to Andaman and Nicobar Island. And second island is Andaman and Nicobar Island. It is located in the Bay of Bengal and it is bigger in size and it is more numerous. And third one is, these islands are elevated portion of the submarine mountains. This question can be in comparison also. Lakshadweep Island is small, Andaman and Nicobar are big in size. It is situated in Lakshadweep Island is situated in Arabian Sea, and Andaman and Nicobar Island are situated in Bay of Bengal. So our topic is complete, our chapter is complete. So that's all from my side today. Till then, thank you and best of luck.